turn your frustration into actual business success. So here we go. Today, I'm going to talk about truly how I started PelviBiz, which I don't talk much about, and why my frustration turned into PelviBiz. Welcome, guys. For those that don't know me, my name is Dr. Kelly Al-Hui, founder of a company called Orthopelvic Physical Therapy and a company called PelviBiz. And today I want to get into how I was able to turn my frustration into a brick and mortar practice and then also an online coaching business. So let's get into it. First, I want to start out with the online coaching business. So today, with this is I was a doctor of physical therapy in the pelvic health space. So I combined orthopedics and pelvic health. And I was hiring coaches that knew how to coach for sure. They knew how to coach, but no one specifically was coaching pelvic floor therapists. And so I had to really figure it out. Yes, I had guidance, but I also really had to figure out how to navigate the wording specifically on our pelvic patients because it's definitely different than orthopedic or just general healthcare. I had to navigate how I was going to set up systems, like all of my training that I was going to do for myself and staff and reproducing that because that was very specific for pelvic and no one at the time was doing this. And so I started to create, I call them now assets, and it took years to develop this, meaning we have at PelviBiz, which makes us so special, we have diagnosis charts per week, per every single condition for 12 weeks long, per, like I said, diagnoses that you can literally just go in there and follow. So if you are brand new to pelvic or thinking about joining pelvic, we actually can guide you through that. We also have a system that I have white labeled and I've created it and cloned it specifically for pelvic floor therapists and orthopedic therapists and in the rehab space or chiropractic space. So if you have a certain diagnosis, whether or not it's a shoulder, whether or not it's a pelvic floor issue or stress incontinence or whatever it may be, we have a 54 email series built out per condition, per diagnoses that goes out to these people and nurtures them for an entire year so that they can remember us. And that just so happens if our admin isn't calling them constantly, well, guess what? Then on the back end, we're nurturing these people. And this is actually key. I did not understand this until I started to build it out, that this was the missing puzzle piece that no one talks about. People talk about an EMR system, which is Jane or PT everywhere, but they don't talk about a CMR system, which is the PelviBiz solution that we have created. And we have used this on over 400 businesses online and in person. Especially if you're online, guys, you must have the system because digital marketing is key. And this system allows you to actually do that and nurture people. It also allows you to communicate with different providers. I've had many people I've coached that are in different states, but they're still seeing people at a different state. Or maybe they become a coach. This system allows you to actually be able to automate many different things and easily reach out to them and easily communicate with them because everything is written in scripts. It's already been proven. We know what to say. We know what works, what doesn't work per the pelvic floor and orthopedic realm. And I think this is very important because we aren't just like a digital marketing agency or a sales team. We're actually someone that not only has built successful businesses online and in person. I think we're the only one in the pelvic health space to do that, creating a 7-figure business online and in person. Both, I have not seen that yet. And who have able to truly integrate systems. We are the system strategists, marketing, and sales people that actually have a community of women that are going to uplift you and empower you like no one's business. And so that combination of all of that is freaking what makes everything go and work the way, we want it to. And so when I was talking about frustration, my frustration came because I felt like when I was starting PelviBiz, I didn't have any girlfriends in business. And those that have been in the business space, it's lonely. It can be lonely. You're like, who gets what I'm going through right now? Your spouse doesn't get that. So I was like, who actually gets this? So this is why I want to create PelviBiz, because I just wanted girlfriends in business. And then on top of that, I wanted people to understand that I can help them be able to elevate their business to a level where they can automate things now and they can have strategy on what to do next. And it's truly from someone that has walked and lived the path from ground zero all the way hitting, the 1% mark of business owners in this space, because I've done both online and in person. And so this is what we help: online businesses, online coaches, in-person businesses, and in-person coaches. And we coach you on all of those aspects through systems, sales, and marketing. And with that, we get amazing outcomes. And so my frustration, I turned it into a business opportunity. And I was able to, along the way, have girlfriends in business. So it filled like both of the cups, right? My clients are my like good friends. They really are. Some people say don't mix it, but I mix it because that's the way I feel like to live life, is mix work and business, because that it just makes it more fun. Okay. And so when you turn the frustrations into something that you're actually passionate about, then you're going to want to keep doing it no matter what. And I think that's also a missing piece for a lot of people, is they end up not being as passionate, and that's okay. You can start a new business, you can sell the business, you can do whatever and move on. But you really want to have kind of a deep why behind it. And so for me, I just turned what I saw there was a need to help elevate so many of us. And then the deep why is I didn't have things as a child. And so I didn't want women to suffer growing up with a single mom. I just didn't want women to suffer any longer. And I just wish my mom had this. I wish I was my coach for my mom. My mom was this amazing person, and she tried so freaking hard. And she taught me so much, which is clearly she made who I am today. But I feel like I have a duty, and I was put on this earth for a calling to truly help women live out their true potential, not only in business, because that's not what PelviBiz is 100% about. Yes, it's going to grow your business massively, but to grow your business massively, you have to change massively. And I don't think people understand that. And many other coaching programs just talked about tactile. I used to do this when I started PelviBiz. I just talked about tactile. But I learned that's not it. And if coaches out there are just giving you tactile, that's actually a really bad coach, because you have to change as a person in all aspects of your life. You have to elevate. And I know change sounds scary. Most people don't want to do that. So you're like, oh, I can't be an entrepreneur. But the reality is, if you are someone that's just wishing that you want to be the best version of yourself, then you should become an entrepreneur and you should come on board, because that is who we truly help, is people that are willing and want to make a change, but they just don't know how. And they just want to become better at what they do and who they are, and they want to live an amazing life, and they want to have it all. Those are the people that we help. Those are the people. We don't do the dabblers. I don't like the dabblers. I really like the people that want it all and that want to be just freaking epic and amazing. And that's who we love working with. And so if you're that person, like, please let us know. DM me at PelviBiz, PelviBiz, so that we can just say, hey, I need help. Okay? So that we can get you on the path to decreasing your frustration and creating something that actually works for you and that you're passionate about, and that you can help change people's lives. Like, that's the most amazing part of this, is like, you get to change while you're also changing people's lives. It's so cool. So if you want that, let me know and let's chat.